to the Thursdays Are the Best Days podcast episode 1, no, 2, no, 3, 17?
Yeah.
3, 17, that's good. 3 plus 7 equals 10, and 10 is just 1 and 0, and 0, if it's not a real number, why do you put it there? So it's
Yeah, it
just
don't
actually
count.
just 1.
It's just there.
I mean, for some reason, if it's on the left-hand side, it doesn't matter, but if it's on the
Yeah.
right-hand side, it matters.
You
Hi,
are
Bruno.
correct. Hi, Nick.
Man, Bruno, we're back.
We're back.
In many ways than 2. We're back on the podcast. We're back
We
on
are.
Minecraft.
That's a revolving door, man. You always come back to the same spot.
Man, I didn't realize I saw Fee launch up Minecraft, and I was like, man, that's the last thing I wanted right now. Is just to play some Minecraft.
It seems like you were liking it, though.
I get into spurts where I forget it's fun,
Yeah.
but then I start playing it
I
and I
feel
remember
like
it's a little bit fun.
I was in the same situation too.
Um, you know, it's 2014. I started playing Minecraft the summer before I started dating Madeline, so it had been about this. It probably would have been about this time. No, probably a little earlier. I know I heavily played the summer before I started. I bought it, but then I didn't really do much with it. But then
Yeah.
the summer before, I had time.
Mhm.
Um, and then I actually had I just moved, so I had no friends in my new area yet. So it was like, oh damn, Minecraft. Um, but it had been 13 years ago since I first heavily played. Not the first time I played it, but first
Yeah.
heavily played.
Mine is 2011, so that's 13 years ago.
Yeah.
I don't remember when, but
I think I was pre 1.7.
was that the food one?
No, that was the one before the food one that it
Okay.
was there for a while. I say a while relatively. Now we get an update every 6 months. They do a minor update, but that was I think it was a stretch of time for that one.
I'm in the same boat though. I'm either touching that one or before it.
Because I learned about
And I
playing, and
don't
then I'm
remember.
like, oh man, this is great. And they say, hey, we added food, and I'm like, what is this? What? And you didn't have to have 50 pork chops on your bar just to go, oh, oh.
Yeah, well, they had food before, but it directly healed you.
But it didn't stack,
Correct.
and it was
It
instant
was,
eat.
yes, correct. So your
So then
bar was like weapon, pickaxe, food, torch.
and the joke was, I think the joke always on YouTube was that you were um just cramming pork chops down your throat.
Yeah, just
Because you couldn't even breed at that point. So you always had to go around the world and
smack some
that was why bread
roaming
was still,
animals up.
yeah, I think that's why bread was still pretty popular at the time because it was renewable. No potatoes, no carrots. Apples, you could only find apples in chests.
Oh, that's right. They didn't come off trees.
They didn't. I think craft cookies, but again, they didn't stack, I don't think.
No, cookies were a long time later.
No, they were 1.7.
With jungle? You tell
You
me jungle
could,
was 1.7?
no, because you had to find cocoa in chests
Oh,
in
that's right.
dungeons,
It didn't do anything at that point.
but make
That's
cookies.
right. Yeah.
But you had to find dungeons,
You're
which are
right.
not unrare, but they're not easy.
I tried to connect the cookies to the jungle, and the cookies came before the jungle.
Yep. Yeah, Minecraft again. It's a good refreshing. It's crazy how nostalgic the game feels because it's
Yeah.
it's new and better. There's new blocks and stuff, but it's so base similar. Like
Yeah. Well, I can tell you that me and Burry can still get up to our shenanigans and ourselves into giggle fits because that was happening today.
with the noise.
No, something else. It's a secret though.
Oh man. You guys are,
Yeah, there was
I
one
will say,
point when he was trying to hold it together, but it broke through on Discord, and I was getting a couple little giggles out of him. It killed me. I was dead.
the Um, oh, what was I gonna say? It's it's it is crazy to some degree how little they've added, but how much they've added. Like, and I guess in the sense of like a lot of times games evolve in a way that you don't recognize the base game. Like if we would play PUBG right now, I think it would feel like a whole
Oh yeah,
different game. Like
it would.
feel like with all the skins, all this, that, like
Yeah,
it does feel with all the new gun, it feels like it would be feel like a different game. Whereas this game, like they've
Minecraft
added a
is just
bunch.
it's still Minecraft, but they've added stuff like
Yeah,
the goats and the sniffers and that stuff. Like that's the stuff that I went out looking for because I was like, hey, what's new? What's here?
yep.
And then, but it's still Minecraft. It's still the same game. You still get the same texture pack that you always loved or whatever.
I never loved it.
But you can still do those things, and it still blocks. You know.
Give me changes I want back. Give me old school door sounds.
I'm sure you could find a resource pack that fixes
I
these
know,
things.
but I just want that bait. I want the I want that thing to sound like an automated fucking piston activated fucking sound.
Yeah.
Give me back old school explosions.
Okay.
Give me I do miss the old like sound hurt sound. Huh. Huh.
I think I get it sometimes with my pack.
Oh do you?
Yeah. Not all the time, but sometimes.
And then I want you to be able to do a cobble texture. That's the old school cobblestone texture.
The
Like I
really
wish it was
grainy
like
one.
the what?
The really grainy looking one.
Yeah, the OG Minecraft cobble images. Shit, I didn't realize there was this many.
Yeah, there's a few.
Give me that give me the far left one.
Yeah, you want the real grainy old one?
The other reason I like that one is because it felt like very like it worked well for not like uh, like a rock like a rock wall, but like a rock wall that wasn't like made with smooth stone.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's a very it feels very like
Like a stacked rock wall kind of
yeah.
thing. It's like, oh, they tried to smooth it out and they were like, fuck, go back.
It, yeah. I don't think you I think again, I wish it was like a could like they have like cobble and like smooth stone and they have the other they have all those like
Or
new
like,
stones.
for instance, because I've been using them, the bricks, the stone bricks. If you put stone bricks in a furnace, you get cracked stone bricks. So what do
Yes.
we do to cobble to make it cracked cobble
You
and
can't
give you
smelt
your
it 'cause it
texture?
yeah.
You can't smelt it because it's stone, but like, how about
Something.
the run it through the stone cutter that they have in the game?
Yeah. I just think it.
You
I
know,
think it feel. I think it was a texture that they tried to improve, but and I think it's. I think it is good. We have the new cobblestone texture, but I think the old school one.
I think all you want is a new cobble that has the old colors and look. Because
Yeah,
I think they upped the pixel count. So give it more definition, but make it look like it did back then.
that lime green mossy cobble too.
Yeah, it was like nuclear waste drippage.
I mean, it isn't actually a big thing I want. But I feel like if I ever play a game like Minecraft before the first time, I think that could be like not like I have any sort of inkling that it could be like a big game. I wish I would have saved like my first Minecraft because
Yeah, I know
I
what
don't
you
know if
mean.
you remember, but I
Oh,
vividly remember my
brother,
like
I
my first
remember
world.
digging down and finding bedrock and being like, "What the fuck is this? I don't know what to do with this."
Yeah,
And
like
being
I
like, "Oh
remember.
shit, my pick isn't good enough," because I just didn't know, because like I didn't have all the knowledge.
No, I vividly remember like the first house I made because it was so bad, and like I tried to make like a little like we all did. We tried to make like probably a little like wood cabin, but that was pre-days where you could like
Yeah,
place logs sideways.
yeah,
So you just had to place your logs and they were like right side up, and I'm like, well, this doesn't look good. But I wanted a deck and it had a glass roof, but it like when you looked at it, it was just so bad.
yeah. I have a lot of those like old memories of stuff. Like I remember hiding chests on the server with Burry and Fee and Eric. Like just in the corner of the house, I would dig down a hole, put a chest, and put all our valuable shit in it, and not tell them about it. Like
You guys ever play
scrounging
Mitch
away
on
shit.
the public servers?
No, it was it was a Twitch stream that I found Burry and was like, "Hey, can I join you?" And he was like, "Sure. Here's my wacky numbers for you to join." And I was like, "Sweet," and I did.
Yep.
And then, oh, I remember burning down this big ass house. Like I could name a bunch of memories. Like one time we were doing uh Agrarian Skies. Do you remember that mod pack?
Mhm. Yep.
Well, I fucked with Fee and Fee fucked with Eric. I put a cow breeder under Fee's cow pen and left it chunk loaded on the server overnight. This pen was massive and stuffed with cows. They couldn't move correctly. We finally got Eric to play Minecraft with us again after like 3 years of him not playing. He built a house and Fee burned it down.
Well, you know.
It meant to be like, oh, funny, haha, fire, and quickly turned into, oh dear God, it's spreading fast. The whole house is gone.
That feels like a fee thing.
Yeah, it happens.
Why didn't you just do command/fire spread false?
It was too late by the time I even realized it. Like it was seconds, and half the house was gone.
This is why he
It was
doesn't get the
ridiculous.
crown. Why, these are reasons why he shouldn't have crown.
But yeah, no, never really public except for Pixelmon once. Me and Burry did a public Pixelmon thing,
Gotcha.
but that
I
was
did
like
a lot.
a heavily altered server.
I went through a bunch of public servers. I finally found one. I really remember it. It was like a month where I found one server that was like super. It was probably like a 25 person max server. It was never full, but there was maybe like 10-ish people always on,
Yeah.
and it was super chill people that I like can't never talk to. Like the one day
Mm-hmm.
the server didn't die, but like one day people stopped showing up, and like that was it. It was
Yep.
a month of like again, first summer of getting big into Minecraft. I played with these people for a month, doing a bunch of random shit. I made a really shitty house, but it was like somehow centralized where all these people were building, so people always would like congregate around my area.
Mm-hmm.
So I would just be by proximity, like um, oh hey, let me hang out. I'm like, oh let's go mining, let's go this, let's that.
Yeah.
Um, Actually, again, it was like only really. I think I found another public server that kind of chill for a little bit, but um, they had like weird restrictions that made it really hard to do stuff. Like I wanted to build a pond, but you couldn't put water. You had to like admin request for like water to be
Oh
put down.
God. For
Cause
water? I mean,
yeah,
I
cause it was
get it, but
because of
God,
trolling.
yeah. Water's so useful though.
Oh, I know. It was again. It
Like,
was like
I couldn't imagine mining without a bucket of water. Back in those days, especially.
I think that was the server I made it like a. I did a pond. I also did a little farm because it was like right. It was they did eventually update to 1.8 when you needed food, so I tried to make a little food store, which I was just trying to grow a bunch of
Yeah.
wheat to like have bread. Um, put that because I couldn't get water down. I never could grow anything, and I didn't build by water because I wasn't smart. Um, that was yeah. I did. I have always wanted to do one of the old not the
Take it.
no, played a little Tekkit with some friends.
Greg
Uh,
Tech.
the dude Vex made all the
Oh,
maps.
Super Hostile.
Yeah, I have always wanted to do a super hostile.
I think I've delved a couple times. Some of them are crazy.
I always enjoyed watching them. I always thought they'd be a fun challenge and like
Yeah.
something. I always thought I could get a beret. I've pitched it to him once or twice, but I don't think he's ever bit. I feel like it's something he would get.
I
He
think
would
I
like.
have too. Um,
'Cause it's all about just getting good gear and like killing shit. Like it's up his alley of things that like would make sense for him. But I feel like every once in a while he just like surprises me on something he just is completely disinterested in at times.
I think there's a lot of pain involved in them though. But that's like Dark Souls. It's basically
But
Dark Souls.
it's a Dark Souls or like a PoE where you're just constantly grinding, going. I don't know. It seems so much like it would hit a lot of his checkboxes.
Yeah.
Where
I don't
he
know.
like would say, hey Bruno, do you want to play a Minecraft map?" And you'd be like, "Sure."
Yeah, I don't
Again,
know. That never caught on.
every once in a while, I feel like I try to put it out there, and he doesn't bite, but I feel like he should. But that's the reality of life. Sometimes you pitch someone like
Oh,
Eric,
sure.
you pitch him like a league game. It's like, "Hey, you want to play this?" And he's like, "Nah, nope." Like, okay. Next day comes out. I found this other shitty game that I'm not gonna like. You want to buy it? No,
It's happened a lot lately.
I'm not gonna buy paranormal things for $3 because you're gonna play it once
That
or whatever.
has happened a lot lately. I forget what the game was, but yeah, I know exactly which one you're talking about.
Um, Another Minecraft thought. Okay, thought I did. I did play Tekkit. Oh, there probably is a section of YouTube that are still doing this, but I would absolutely love to find the section of YouTube that's still doing race for the wool challenges.
You know, I was thinking about that not too long ago that I was like, I wanted to do Race for the Wool. Because when you brought Vex up and Super Hostile, I think he made some of the OG Race for the Wool maps.
I thought he wasn't. Yeah, I thought like I don't know. Did he make them or did he make them in conjunction with a group or was it
I,
like they
I,
had
I
a?
don't quite remember, but I
Or-
think his complete the monument structure is what made them do the wool blocks to the monument back at the start kind of thing. And I
'Cause
think he might have had a hand in it.
I almost think Seth Bling was involved at one point with that, but maybe I'm wrong on that one.
I think he might have been an announcer or a competitor at one point.
He was a competitor, but I thought he helped make, or I thought he helped he did designs for the map. But that might be missing. I think that's misinformation. But
Race for the
yeah,
Wool is a custom map originally created by Vex. I think he solo did it. I think it was just him.
the dude, props to that dude. He's super creative.
Yeah, he's got. It's like I don't know. He's a really well. Hold on. This is a Yogscast page, so I don't know what. It also gets confusing because sometimes they say one thing and mean another. Because complete the monument and a race for the wool are like similar but different, and they evolved over time. There's one that I remember. That's the It's like a mirrored slice kind of thing. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yep, I'm reading his
That's
YouTube channel.
that's the one I always remember.
Hi, I'm Vex. I'm well known as the maker for Hostile custom Minecraft map and the CTM map category. Probably right. He probably did make
That's
the whole
complete the
category.
monument,
Yeah,
which is the get all the
yeah.
colors. Yeah, I think he definitely had a big part in it from early.
I just I feel like I need a I feel like I need on YouTube like just not a sport, but I guess like a sport. I need like I know I don't need to understand what's going on with the game because I already completely understand it. I just want to watch the thing played over and over again. Style like I know what's happening. I just want the execution of it.
I feel like maybe we'll have to throw an old Race for the Wool on.
I mean, it's just so fun. Because like it would people would get good at it, and it would be fuck. I just googled Race for the Wool episode 1.5 million views 10 years ago. That's never
Yeah,
a good. That's never a good sign when you.
I got a playlist from Etho. I wonder who
Oh,
all's in that.
Reddit
I think
or
I think Vex was running this. Yeah, I don't know. I think Vex ran a tournament. I don't know.
the Wool Hey, on r/ethos lab. Hey, does anyone know during
Nvidia Co, Good, B Dubs versus Etho, Joker, Docm, and Static. That's the
There we go.
first one. I could probably watch this.
I'd watch it after this.
Okay. It looks like they're in like 30-ish minute chunks. And there's three per thing and like
I might have like watched them
a
all
bunch
already,
of these
but
videos.
I just might, but I have no idea who would have won it. Like again,
Oh,
there's a lot of my.
who knows?
It just doesn't look like this is like a thing anymore. I probably because it's weird. I don't know. It's not weird, but like 6 years ago, 7 years ago, that's like the
I
newer stuff.
I also remember one of the announcers that I was watching like streams of. Dutroid. I remember going to her channel to watch Race for the Wool a lot. I think on Twitch.
Because like yeah, whatever league they had going on was like I just found a
Yeah.
Seth one. It was like Redstoners versus Cubists. Like they had there was this like mini league going on for a while.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Um,
I got a bunch of these old videos, I think. Oh, some of these are super hostels too. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of them.
just a just a um that was just a fun thing. It predated Minecraft Hunger Game stuff. I don't know if you ever watched that
Oh
stuff.
yeah, that did predate that for sure. I
Which was
did not really watch much of them.
but it was really just battle. It was like battle royale before battle royale was battle royale.
Yeah, it was Hunger Games, which there was a slight structure to it, I guess.
But really, Hunger Games was just battle royale.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. It was, but there were like usually chests in the middle that restocked,
Yeah,
and that was basically the only difference.
but in reality, like you starting
It's
in the middle of the map with chests versus like dropping
oh,
out of
no
a
difference.
flying vehicle to
None.
get chests. It's just a semantics thing.
Absolutely.
Um,
And there was also a lot of I don't know about if you did. I watched a lot of Minecraft.
ultra
Like
hardcores.
the group,
Yeah,
both their normal shit and the ultra hardcores. Some of those ultra hardcores I remember being a big deal and pretty
oh
good in the
that
past.
was like that was a thing. Like they're
Oh,
like, oh, we're
absolutely.
starting the next season of ultra hardcore, and like, oh man, what happens? And then I
And
remember,
everybody releases their video, like 20 people release a video same day, same minute, click, done.
yeah, yeah, because it was like we can't. It was like I think to be a part of it at that point to be a
Oh,
part of.
Absolutely.
They had the swing to say like you had to be a part of this, you have to follow like rules.
Yeah.
Um, but then also your videos had to be the same length. So everyone had to have a 20-minute video even if you died and you had to do filler for the last 10 minutes if you
Hmm.
died halfway through.
They were trying very hard, and I appreciated it, to mitigate spoilers of stuff.
That was the worst fucking feeling cuz I would pick someone to watch
Oh
and I'd
yeah.
watch that person
Hmm.
and then holy hell they died like 2 episodes in. You're like, fuck. Now I have to
Do
figure
you
out
jump?
someone.
Do you jump? Okay. See, I'm thinking of some of them were team games where there was like four of them on a team playing together.
I would watch a team if I like started with
Would
a
you
team.
stick on the team or would you start over with somebody else?
I would. I tended to not start over. I think there was very few situations where I'd watch the same.
Sure.
Um, let's say it was like season 10, and let's say there's like 4 or 5 people. I really liked playing it. I would probably pick one, maybe two, and watch like their perspectives, but I probably wouldn't watch like all five.
Yeah.
Only because, not that it was spoils, but like you're like, oh well, I know this person didn't. Like after some point, you kind of got bored with knowing like this person was
Yeah.
safe.
I remember doing a lot of like YouTube syncing. So like let's
Oh my
say team A and B got into a battle with each other,
god.
or like
Okay.
one was sneaking around, and
Yep.
I would be watching, be like, oh shit, they're getting into it. And then I see who they're fighting, and then I back it all up. Start it over that episode, like you're saying,
Mhm.
because it's all the same time, and like
Yep.
you can match it up with the chat. Start it over, watch the other perspective, like the other team, and how they got into the situation that they were in. I think I would do that before like even the fight was resolved or something.
I I never thought of doing that, but that would have. I didn't have multiple monitors back in the day, but if I did have it now, I would probably have 5 of them
Yeah.
up. I probably would do like a sync.
I think I was running two or three monitors in like 2013.
I know
So
for a
I had
fact
the
I only had
monitors for
one.
that.
Yeah, I only had desk space for one.
Yeah. Because I built my computer right out of high school. So that was 2013.
First computer was we had just moved, and the family computer didn't have a spot, so I ended up and I bought a desk at IKEA, and it went in my room, and I had my first like computer in my room, and that's when like I heavily like got into YouTube for the first time, and like I was
Sure.
catching up on like everything. Not that there was much to catch up on. It was,
Yeah.
but yeah, one monitor. Ooh, because we're on this thread. Fu- Uh, let's what era? I guess would be Tech It. What era was like Yogcast like Jaffa Factory? What, was that
That
Tech It or was
was
it
Tech It. Yeah.
okay? Like pre that era, what are your top three Minecraft mods?
Pre that era.
Or like that era before, like you could include Tech
Um,
It, but don't choose like anything like post that. Don't do like um.
it gets fuzzy for me because I've played so many.
Gotcha.
That's the problem I have. Like I remember Tech It, but I don't really remember much else surrounding it.
I mentioned one yesterday.
I hate Greg Tech, I can tell you that much. But I think that
I
was after.
think it was after. I just remember the Aether mod.
Oh, that one was really good. That's definitely up there. Yeah.
Um, I remember it because I mentioned yesterday, but the Mo Creeps and Weirdos mod.
That was always good, but it felt like it was just kind of there. I
It
don't
was
think
there,
I
but it
ever really.
complemented a world like
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. It made it diverse like Minecraft is today.
um, and then what would be a third? Like it was good. Was there a list? OG Minecraft mod. I'm trying to think like the mods we would have seen like when we first like what were the first mods?
Yeah, like that's the thing. I don't remember is my problem. Or I don't remember what came when.
Biblio? Sounds old. I know there was the millionaire mod, which was like added the tribes and stuff that like you walked up and they didn't know their languages and stuff, and you had to give them things, and they build up like cities with like NPCs. I don't remember that one.
Um, you can't take out zombies fly mod because that was like always needed.
Oh yeah,
Industrial craft was a thing. That was pretty good. That was like the different tech it.
just enough items. I forgot that was what it was called
Yeah.
because there wasn't creative mode yet.
No. That was how you could cheat in blocks, but also usually they had a recipe function to tell you how to make the things.
I would almost say just enough items was like an important mod, just because it was
Oh,
like there was
absolutely. It's still an important mod.
oh,
It's just called not enough items now.
Twilight, Twilight Forest.
Mm-hmm. That's a big one.
Biomes of plenty
That's a
back then.
that's a good one. A lot of biomes got made with that.
Bonus, miss, how about Twilight? I don't remember if it was. I don't remember where it fell. I think it fell after. No, it fell after. What was the really good weapons mod? You made like a furnace and you put things in and it was
Your
liquid.
oh,
I think it was post tech
Tinker's mod.
Tinker's mod. It falls out of my purview. But that was definitely like
That was a
ever. It
good
was
one.
in. That was like the like.
It was good and bad. It was you could do good things with it, but it was kind of a pain in the ass because there were a lot of steps and a lot of ways you could do things.
Yeah, but it was like before all the enchantments were good. So like before there
Yeah.
was mending, it had self repair, and
Oh
before
yeah.
there was like
No.
forge.
I think a lot of the mods paved the way for what Minecraft is.
I did say, I think yesterday, the Aether mod maker and the Mo Creeps and Weirdos maker both work for Mojang now. Mo Creeps
Yeah.
and Weirdos guy was he didn't copy and paste his horses into Minecraft, but he did like know how to make horses, and he did help make the Minecraft horse what they are.
Yeah. Another mod that might bring back memories. Better than wolves. That was a big one back in the day.
Better than wolf.
Yeah. I don't quite remember exactly what it was, but it I think it was like the it almost turned it into an RPG kinda, I think.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. This is I don't remember the name of it, but I feel like I'm remembering like a couple of these pictures I'm seeing.
Or I'm reading it was doing a lot of like contraptions and stuff
Well, I'm
before
looking
there
at the
was tools
windmills
for
and
it.
stuff, and I feel like I remember a video
Yeah.
where someone did like, "Look at this windmill I bought." Now watch when I hit this lever and it started turning, and they're like, "Look at this mod." I feel like I just remember a video of like being like, "Damn, Minecraft would be cool if it had physics."
And all this was before mod packs were a thing, where everybody had to like manually mod everything
Oh
the
my
right way.
god, modding was so goddamn hard.
That and permissions were so difficult back then.
Well, cause to mod, they'd be like, "Okay, download this folder," and then my issue is they would never tell you if you were supposed to leave it zipped or unzipped. And like, they were always like, "Okay, download it and put it here." But I'm like, "Am I supposed to unzip it and put it here, or zip it and put it in here?" And they were like, "No one ever said." And then you would say, "Okay, go here and delete this folder or file," and then
Yeah.
go over here. It was just such a hassle. Um, but yeah, it's it's all the Minecraft stuff. That was more than I expected to say. So, Bruno, when are you gonna upgrade your monitors?
Don't monitor shame me.
I'm
You
I'm
little
not
pleb
monitor
with
shaming
four
you.
monitors.
I'm not monitor shaming you. I'm telling you, it's like I've hit a fourth dimension, and like I feel
Yeah, I
like
know. I'm kind of jealous, to be honest. Now that
I
I
feel
saw
like
that
I
today,
I feel like I've put my I feel like now that you're living in 2D world, but I can't understand the fourth dimension as a concept. So like, let's just stick to 2D, 3D. I feel like I put my hand outwards, and I'm like, oh my god, ultra wide. Hate him for a main monitor. I could not do this as a main monitor, but as the bitch boy secondary monitor,
yeah,
or not
it sounds
secondary,
like whatever you want to call it.
my Discord monitor. My
Yeah.
Discord monitor is an ultra wide. Bruno's Discord monitor is still square.
Nah, that's the Steam and sidebar monitor, the square one. My
Oh,
Discord's
okay.
a widescreen one. You know, if you come across a second and you don't know
I know
what
where to
to do
find you.
with it, you let me know. I'll make a
Yeah.
trip just for that.
So the stand I have, it was hard finding a stand. I used the stand I had, but I looked at other stands, and there's hard to find a stand that would treat an ultra wide as a secondary, like above monitor.
Yeah.
A lot of them don't go high because they're like, why the fuck are you trying to make
hmm
this like a not main monitor?
I mean, like, I think that mine would work
Probably.
because mine's a two-up stand
Yeah.
that you can put it anywhere you want.
The issue all the issue though is that it's 27.5 pounds.
Yeah, it's heavy, and you put it up
Yeah.
high.
Yeah.
You're
So,
gonna need some like guy wires to hold it steady.
well, that's my weekend project.
Yeah,
I should just get
strengthening.
like a TV. I should just get a TV mount and like put it on the wall and like
That's the
adjust
way
it
to
that
do
way.
it. Yeah.
But I don't know if I'm gonna be in this room that long. So what I'm gonna do is I got a toggle bolt with a hook on the end of it, and I have like steel safety wire from like
I said guy wires, didn't I?
yeah. So I'm gonna toggle bolt in sideways and maybe take like 5 to 10 pounds of like pressure off the stand just by like steel
Yeah,
wiring.
sure.
I'm not the whole weight, but just enough,
Stabilization.
just a little bit up that like the stand doesn't have all the weight pushing down a little bit onto the wall drywall.
Yeah, I hear you.
Um, yeah, this is not that I don't like getting on every night, but with the Minecraft being able to have all your guys' streams up and like on a 2K monitor,
Yeah, no, it sounds pretty good.
plus it fixed my issue where like um I I've always wanted a TV because when I recline back in my chair, my head's angled and I wanted to look at vertical. So now I
Mm-hmm.
can like it's like a perfect like really nice
Oh no,
resolution
knickknacks are coming
monitor.
back.
Yeah, because I can go in recline mode and look at this and I don't have to adjust my head too much and it's like really
Mm-hmm.
nice, good viewing
Yeah,
angles.
and you only got to use half of it for a full screen video, right?
Yeah, yeah. Because again, I think it's two. It's basically two. I think it's two 2K monitors um sandwiched next to each other.
Yeah. How did it hook up for you? What kind of video options do we got? Do you remember?
Technically, it'd be USB-C Thunderbolt.
Ooh, I got one of them free.
I know. Technically, it could just be a Thunderbolt. Um, that and it could run off your like computer. If you like have if I had internal graphics enabled on my motherboard, I could have a fifth monitor separate and go back. I could
Yeah,
redeploy my old monitor as like a sixth monitor and do this internal and which is what I used to do.
I have one internal right now.
Yeah.
It's my Discord monitor.
No, I used to do that just to it was my Discord monitor. I'm like it was before Discord even had streaming, so I'm like why am I wasting my like graphics card performance at
Sure.
times for like nothing when I can just throw this whole monitor on a different like
Yeah.
thought process and it like barely affected anything.
Uh, for me, it was primarily cabling. Honestly, I just didn't have the right cable.
Oh, yeah, I just if I really wanted to, I probably could do six monitors
Yeah.
or five monitors, but I'm
I
counting
think
that
I
as
could.
six.
I think I could technically do all the five I have, plus that if it runs off of one USB-C.
Yeah. I mean, right now this whole thing this is one display port. So, but you could also do C.
Yeah. So I have an open C that I'm not doing anything with on my card.
Look at that.
I don't need that many monitors though. I don't think.
Till you want
I
them.
think I know. That's the problem.
Um, the the only other thing
Have you drugged Minecraft up there just to test it out, test the waters, see how far
I
behind
did,
you can see?
it was like max FOV is crazy.
I I bet you're probably overlapping.
Not that much, but
You probably almost need to turn the FOV down.
you wanna know my sick secret about video games?
What's that?
Hate like high FOV.
I need it to be reasonable. I don't love it super high though. I would say I'm like mid high.
I'll tell you, whatever a game's default is about what I normally.
Yeah, I usually turn it up a bit.
I hate the narrowing effect. I guess I feel like I'm always start like I feel when you turn it up, you start looking through like a pinhole, not pinhole, but you get that like
You almost zoom out,
yeah.
you know?
I
And I get
I know,
that.
and I know people immediately turn it up to max. I know that's like a thing where like that's just like the basic thing people do is just like up it, but I just
Yeah.
don't like it.
I think I have Minecraft at like 90.
I have been trying it. It feels weird to me.
That's how I feel on normal. Like if I don't mess with it. It's like, huh,
Yeah,
something's wrong here.
that's one of those things I like. My CS:GO FOV isn't high, but it probably should be.
Mm,
But
yeah.
like I don't want to say in front of the boys because then they'll
Well, like
fucking just like
it's a double-edged sword, right? The lower it is, the better you see further. The higher it is, the more of your surroundings you see. So you're picking one or the other kind of thing.
man. There's just
Like,
those.
and a lot of the pros or people that are crazy that do 4-3 stretched, that's terrible for FOV. Like, there's a video that I see every once in a while of on Dust 2 on long doors.
Yep.
Two people meet in long doors watching opposite doors of each other. Like their views are crossing each other,
Yeah.
basically, to watch the doors, and neither of them see each other because FOV is terrible. But the caster, the people that are spectating, have full vision of the person in the spectate.
How does he not see him?
Yeah, because it's 4-3, so little box stretched, which is terrible for FOV. But
There's a couple settings. There's a couple settings in that I just don't tell people because like I know the minute you tell people your settings, they're like, "How the fuck do you live your life?"
what's your DPI,
Um, hi.
monitor boy? Is it?
Uh, PL series dot DG. Um, engine.
Like I know fees is really low. Mine's pretty high.
2600.
Yours is higher than mine. I'm at 1800. I
I have
just
a couple of I have a couple levels though.
sure. Uh
I can go down to 800. I can toggle up to 1700. I can toggle to 2000. Then I toggle to 2600.
yeah. I it's rare that I change mine, but it happens every once in a while. I
What's
couldn't
your angle
do.
snapping?
Oh god, I didn't even open it. I just knew what mine was. Um oh wrong one. Let me see what it's at. So I have a Logitech, so who knows if it's going to be anything close to the same.
Steel Series doesn't do DPI, it does CPI, but it's the same shit. They just made up their own standard.
Oh, just show me the thing. Okay. So I have 400, 1300, 1800, which it's on, 32 and 6400. I
Well,
rarely
for when you
ever
do golf
click
it and
it.
you need to rip it.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. 1800 is where I sit usually. I think fees on like
Five.
800.
Yeah, feet's like on
It's like
five.
really low.
You know why I know that? Because I lived with a man, and anytime he needed to do something, you just hear his mouse slapping his
Yeah,
desk as he has to like
that was my problem. I
forcefully,
couldn't get around my monitors fast enough.
forcefully drag it.
I don't have any of your snapping shenanigans.
Oh, I got angle snapping, I got polling rate, I got acceleration, deceleration.
My report rate is a millisecond, 1,000 a second.
I think this might be my polling rate,
Yeah,
which is
I'm
set
sure
to
it is.
1,000. Um, but yeah, I just had it up, so I was curious, like what settings you actually did have. Um, felt I feel like I had something else I wanted to ask. Okay,
My
Bruno,
my grass is growing.
is it?
It's coming in. Yeah,
I'm watering it.
I have been.
Okay, I was gonna say it's really dry.
Yeah, it ain't fucking dry right now.
No, it absolutely dumped bucket.
Yeah. What you got though?
Um, okay, you're at home and you
I
went to Sam's
I am
Club.
at home. Okay.
You are
Yeah.
and you went to Sam's Club,
Okay.
recently to do some shopping.
Sure.
You were shopping around. You're like, I need something for like some lunches. You're like, I don't know what. So you
Okay.
you you walk around. You find on sale just a big bag of like frozen chicken tenders. You
Okay.
say, I'll get that. I could throw some chicken tenders in like an
Sure.
air fryer, or I don't know if you have an air fryer or
I
convection
do.
oven. Okay.
I have
You know,
done this scenario before.
like, oh man, let me get some crispy tenders, maybe some fries if you have them on hand, but definitely the tenders.
Yeah.
What's your go-to dipping sauce for some tenders?
Mm. It's a barbecue or a ranch when I'm feeling that day.
Barbecue or ranch? Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm typically a ketchup, but I feel like the world has
I'm
evolved
not.
way past my ketchup
Yeah.
with tenders world because it feels like
Now,
there's a billion sauces to you dip stuff now.
I will say, if I'm going somewhere to get chicken tenders and it's available and decent, a honey mustard is a great pick.
Okay. Okay.
I
I'm
usually
not a
don't
mustard guy.
have that though. Like I don't have a bottle of honey mustard.
I don't hate honey mustard, but I'm not a mustard guy, so it just never hits my like
Mm-hmm.
if I'm somewhere and yeah, I can grab it and use a little bit, but I'm not a huge thing.
Yeah.
The reason I asked was because I was at Walmart the other day, and well, there's the Raising Cane's, and then there's the Raising Cane sauce, and that's supposed to be big, but Walmart made their own version of like chicken
Okay.
dipping sauce, and I'm like, chicken dipping sauce, uh, Walmart. I was trying to figure out like what it really was. It's like I'm posting it to look at ingredients because it's like I think it's like ketchup, tomato. I think it's like ketchup, Worcestershire sauce, and like spices, but I can't really figure out like because it seems like it's creamy,
That looks like mayo.
but
Soybean oil, water, corn syrup, vinegar, tomato. So soybean oil, water, that to me kind of says mayo. Or at least an emulsion oily thing. Might be like an aioli kind of deal too. I don't know.
I don't know. It.
Egg yolks with the oil makes mayo. So I'm saying that's like a mayo-y seasoned thing.
I really want to try it now.
Do
Thinking
it.
about aisle 9, um, aisle E84, and yours.
I
E
oh that would
EI4.
oh I don't go to that one, but that's fine.
Oh,
We don't
I was
go to
just curious.
Walmart and Wyomissing.
Gotcha. Isn't It's not too far from you,
Yeah, but I would drive twice the distance to go to a different Walmart.
but that one is the closest one to you, technically, probably.
Maybe? No, definitely not.
Okay.
Definitely not. That one's the halfway to Sam's Club one.
Ah, okay. Is there a Walmart next to your Sam's Club?
Sure is. Not connected, but next to.
Yeah. I
And
don't know if
then
that's
I
always a
have
fact.
one the other way too.
I
I
don't know if
have
that's
one in
always a fact
Morgantown.
or if it's just like a sometime like more often than not type of thing.
I
Yeah,
mean,
but I
it's
was curious
probably
on your
it's just easy to
yeah.
be able to have a Walmart there too. Like, I don't know. They don't sell the same stuff. It's different. I don't know.
Hey, we still need to get up around you. I don't know. I still want to get up around you and do the wine trail around your house area.
You know, I drove by the one that you were talking about the other day and looked at it and thought, "Wow, that's some winery, huh?"
It's a winery, not a vineyard.
Or whatever you want to call it.
A
It's a
place that makes
shack.
wine is
That's
a
what it is.
winery, but a place that makes wine and grapes is a vineyard.
It's sure, it's a shack.
Yeah,
It's got a good diner across the street if you're hungry though.
you know.
It's a windmill. You can tell they got a windmill.
Do you like windmills? Uh, uh, uh.
I think the one near Ridgewood is supposed to be pretty good. I've
I
like
have to remember
it's
which
like
name it
a
was. It has the Delaware wine, like the Wagners. So
oh yeah.
I wanted to bring this up. Formula One related, just because it was ironic and funny. Did you see Lando's helmet for this weekend?
I did not.
It looks like the porcelain trophies
Oh
they do for
no.
this one, and it's because I think it's in thing because he broke Max's trophy last year, so they partnered up
Mm-hmm.
this year and they made a. I think I saw one post was like, a tro. This is one you can't. This one you shouldn't break.
Oh
It was
no.
it was a it was a cool looking helmet. Here you go. I'll get the post. Take you to new Reddit.
That's funny.
Okay. It does look sick.
Oh, that probably fits pretty well. That's cool. Yeah. Got a lot of stuff on their
Top
helmets.
comment. Would be better if the helmet design showed a huge crack in the pattern.
Oh, that would have been hilarious.
That was my. Also, are you on the subreddit, or did it? Can you like get to
Um,
like the regular subreddit part of the subreddit? Haha, new Reddit.
if I can figure it out, sure.
Yeah, just like back.
Yeah.
Scroll like 2 posts down from the top. That one. Yeah, that one. McLaren's like whole roof was ripped off their hospitality tent
Oh, good.
because
That's
like
that's
apparently they're
fun.
having super bad weather this week, like we did.
Yeah.
After they just fixed it from being lit on fire.
Oh God, that's that's probably great to
I
have
want a
that
whole
rush happening right before a race.
I want this whole in-depth video how these motorhome things work. Oh, you closed it. But like Ferrari, like these are these are just like motorhomes they park next to each other and they become these whole like hospitality centers, but they're like multiple pieces that are just like I think like truck bed, like they're like truck beds you just like drop off and then they like all attach. Ferraris
Yeah,
has
they're
like a
like,
cool like second floor glass thing, but like I'd be curious how they all work.
yeah, I don't know.
Cause like
This one doesn't matter.
these move or like they tran like
They go
these
with.
things are
They're
driven
part of the
around and like
trucks.
yeah.
It's probably like it's probably like a hydraulic roof pop up kind of deal that brings all the glass and walls up. That's yeah.
Again,
Huh.
I'd want a dumb I would
I'd
like a dumb
I
video
would
on
like to
just
go
like
there early for the setup tour, like the
yeah.
backstage setup tour. That'd be
Because I think
cool.
it would just be super interesting from a like a why are you really excited about like truck? Well, this is kind of cool.
Like a logistics tour, like to see how F1 happens every week.
Yeah, like at one point, this is like old Williams, but like that was their old one. Like it again, there's like a balcony, like a whole upper level, like
Yeah, that's impressive looking.
so
There's a lot
I
going
don't know.
on.
Yeah, I don't know. Damn, you can buy an actual Formula One. It's an old article.
What are you trying to buy?
I want to buy one of these and live in it.
Fair. Do it.
How many minutes? I'll save that topic for because I feel like it could either go super long or super short. So I'm gonna put it in the bag of possibly super long. What do you got going on this week, Bruno?
Hmm.
Anything?
Grass.
Grass.
Water in the grass. Not really much. Nothing crazy going on. You had a rush order put in for a Minecraft server. Made that happen.
Yeah, it really has been the week.
Kinda, yeah.
I believe it. It's been a quick. Thankfully, it's been a quick week.
Has been a pretty speedy one.
Trying to think, but I feel like I had something lawn related. Oh, it's not horrible, but like it was so effing hot this weekend.
Yeah.
And like I only had like 4 sections of my grass that grew, so I just got my weed whacker out and I was like it's like whacking the
Just a
tall
little
parts of my
whipping.
grass.
Yeah.
Um,
A little quick trim.
but as I was doing it, um, I don't even know how to describe it. So I was going over things and I was trying to just like make it quick, but there'd be times where like I was trying to just get like the one blade of grass sticking up.
And it blows out of the way.
Yeah. And I'm like just like I feel like I'm a madman trying to like get this like one blade of grass and I'm like like trying to like prop it up with my feet a little bit, but then I'm like trying not to weed whack my feet. And I just like I'm like I should have just mowed. Like I could have just gone over the with a mower, but at that point I'm
just
too far invested in like the weed
just get the
whacker.
toes out to hold it up. It'll be fine.
That's some like shit Eric would say to me. I hold my grass with my toes. Um, but
Get
again,
out
I
there with
could have
the
got the lawnmower
scissors.
out, would have just done over it, and it would have been done. But I'm like, no, I'm just gonna do it this way, and I was too far invested.
Yeah.
Um,
I've been there.
we so right outside our front door, we have a couple flower pots and stuff. We have like little baby rabbits in a nest
Oh, do you?
inside the flower pot. Cause I like went to leave yesterday or 2 days
It's
ago.
it's better than them digging a hole in the yard and doing it.
Yeah, well they do it under the bushes.
I've had one in my yard before,
Yeah,
and they
I
like they
100% think
dig
they
a
would.
hole, make it flat, can't see it's there, and then cut the grass and be like, "What's that hole over there?" Look inside. There's baby rabbits in there.
Yeah. Again, typically all the animals do little nests in our bushes,
Yeah,
just because they're so like private,
sure,
not private, but like if they're gonna look in the middle of my yard and then look at the bush, like
sure.
if they haven't figured out that maybe they should like pick the bush instead of the yard, like Darwinism was about ready to really attack. Like all the dumb ones have probably died out like 10 years ago by deciding that. I have big ass birds sometimes that sit back there, and I'm like, I don't know where I found that picture. I had like I don't know if it was like a hawk, but I definitely had like a I don't know wrong.
Like a bird of prey of some sort.
Yeah, this is where I don't use Google Photos, so I'm hurting myself.
That's
Like you
nice,
type
dude, to
in
be able to search up a photo, type in bird, and it'll show up.
yeah, but then how else would I slowly but surely scroll through like roughly a year ago when I think the picture was try to
Sounds about
find you.
right.
So I know that was the winter time because that was a picture of a snow tire. That was the cruise, so I know I'm in like no December time. That was pumpkin, so that was October. See, it's super easy to know this stuff.
Do they not have dates? Are they not sorted by dates?
They are, but like, here it is. Oh wait, share. Can I do Discord as a share option?
I can, so you should. I
Why?
hate sharing photos, anything to Discord, because picking a channel sucks, though. That always annoyed me how it works.
Share to? I don't know. I feel like that was wrong.
You DM'd me.
Yeah, because I couldn't find you were at the top. So that's my bird. That's my hawk that was sitting there. There was a little baby something in the
That's not the right. God damn it. Hold on, I'm working on it here.
You don't have to show them if you don't want, as long as it's all. You can see the little
Yeah,
baby
that
bird in its hand.
that is that is a hawk. Absolutely.
Yeah, so I haven't seen him in a while, but like that guy does hang out around, I think at times.
I think they're like high flyers looking for anything and wherever they happen to land kind of deal.
I don't have cornfields too far away from me like that direction. So I think they like look out in the field for rodents and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, like, I rarely, but I do see hawks around me.
Yeah,
Oh, speaking of wildlife, I had two fucking groundhogs in my front yard
they're back.
at the same time.
It's you killed our father.
Well, there's only one of them now.
Okay, so you already was
I
that
d-
from was that from the bedroom window again?
no, that one was from the laundry room.
I'm sorry.
Let me
Oh,
tell
I'm
you,
sorry.
22 mag, little loud when it's mostly indoors. That little
Yeah.
stick out the window does a lot.
Um.
I couldn't, there was a shelf in the way, so I was further in. It was a standing shot. It wasn't
Did you at least
braced on the
give your dad
window.
a warning?
He was right next to me. He had plenty of opportunity to get out of the fucking way. He was like, "Hey, don't do that again. That was loud."
Okay. I'm just making sure he wasn't in the other room. You're like that damn groundhog, and he just
He was the one
hear.
that saw it first. He
Oh,
told me
okay.
about it.
And here you hear the. I don't know at what point in life it was, but I definitely heard a 22 long rifle way before I heard a 22 like mag.
Yeah,
Um, and like the first time I heard a 22 mag, I'm like, what caliber isn't that? And they're like, oh, 22. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking
it's a
about.
big difference.
But it's massive. Like for someone not like used to it, they would think it's not the same caliber by any.
Yeah, it looks like it's about double the powder. It feels like it's four times as much
That I think it's very. That's
in audio.
no, that's it's very fair to say.
Yeah, I
Um,
know.
damn 20. Yeah, good thing you hit the shot.
I did. That was a tricky one because I was. It was just like I said. It was standing, so they're hard. But
Can you get a groundhog with the 22?
you
Or it's like
can. Gotta do it well though.
I was gonna say most people I know that do groundhog do the 22 Magnum.
It makes a big difference.
But yeah. What? Sorry. 105. I think that's good. I only mainly just wanted to save the next topic for next week because I
Sure,
feel like it might be
do
more
it.
than a couple minutes. So
Write it down if you need to remember it. Put in a
ah,
spoiler if you want.
nah, that's not fun.
All right.
Where's the fun and the adventure of it all?
Because I've done that so many times and just completely forget about it. That's
Oh,
why you see spoiler tags from me and just sitting in the channel.
you know, it wouldn't be a Thursday without that because that's all we have for this week's episode of Thursdays Are the Best Days podcast. Thanks for listening and goodbye.
See you later.